My name is Patty, and Volunteers of America saved my life. He shook me so hard that I almost went unconscious. Luckily, my daughter was there and she called 911, and other than that, I would have been dead.
My name's Linda. I had problems with drugs and alcohol in the past, and I had lost custody of my daughter. I was just trying to start all over again, pretty much, is what I was trying to do in my life.
We make the promise to our clients of walking the journey of life with them.
The mission of Volunteers America is to serve vulnerable populations in our community.
It's really a great safety net for the community, and it's not just people that need food and housing.
We are all the way from emergency services to senior companion to information.
Whether it be at the food bank or in our dispute resolution center.
We provide training for child care.
North Sound 211 Community Information Line.
Camp Valasuka.
Child care resource and referral.
The unifying thread is that we're serving vulnerable populations in need and changing people's lives for the better.
Matt, he's a very loving boy who just is full of life.
He loves to laugh, he loves to tell jokes, he loves to tell stories, and but he'll also let other people tell him their story.
When Matt grew up, he was just a typical boy, ornery and always getting into things, and he always liked football. And he was always good at it. I mean, he would be the one to make the touchdowns, and he could run pretty fast, and just enjoyed the activity of it.
And what happened, he was playing football, and he was running back. He got the ball on about the 6-yard line and going in for a touchdown. And about the 2-yard line, somebody come from the side and hit him in the head.
It was just a regular hit. It wasn't anything unusual, and got knocked down.
I think the trainer came on the field and talked to him a little bit, and he got up, walked off the field. So we thought, okay, he's okay. He just got his bell rung, and he'll be fine. And then somebody said, oh, look, and we looked over on the bench that Matt was sitting on. Well, he just all of a sudden just fell completely backwards and fell off the bench. And then, of course, everybody realized there was a problem. Matt suffered a traumatic brain injury. They call it short TBI, kind of like a severe stroke.
I have never had anything in my life so devastating. Because I don't think as a parent you ever give up the fact that they're not going to get healed.
I took it hard in the first year. That was my hardest time. He literally couldn't sit in a chair. He would fall out of a chair or slide out of a chair. He had no ability to stand. Everything that was done, we had to pick him up and literally physically move him for everything.
So one of us had to stop what we were doing to care for Matt full time.
I think it's the goal of every mother and father to have their son or daughter become independent. I mean, to become on their own, become self-sufficient. That's the goal.
We had never allowed Matt to be out of our sight, and it was kind of a frightening thought. But on the other hand, Matt needs that to be independent too, to be able to be who Matt is.
Camp Valasuka is one of the largest camps within Washington State that takes adults with disabilities. A lot of what happens there is teaching social skills, teaching how to get past barriers of communication, and fostering just independence in general.
So for him to go there and to be out of his element and out of his realm, he would have to work hard and take himself really to a new level that he couldn't do here at the house. And so that helped him to step up in a sense of, going to a cabin and to try to remember where that cabin is, and, to where's the bathroom, and have to force himself to remember those things without relying on us was a big step for him.
What that does for a person and their independence and how they feel about themselves is just unbelievable. I can't emphasize enough what that camp does for adults with disabilities.
The camp did a great job, and the counselors were awesome. Matt had a great time with them, and you could tell the relationship, you know, and the counselors all came out when he left and were around him and saying goodbye and hugging him, and so it was a great experience for him.
I want him to be full of all he can get here on earth. I want him to be independent. He loves life, and for him to love life, he needs to be out.
Whatever he can do to the best of his ability, we want him to do, and become that independent person that he can.
At Volunteers of America, we change lives in so many different ways.
If Volunteers of America wasn't here, there'd be a huge hole in our community.
Oh my gosh, Volunteers of America saved my life. If I hadn't gone to those counseling sessions and been around other people with the same problem that I had, I don't know where I would have been.
We're a part of helping to maintain a critical balance, stability in our community by serving our most vulnerable neighbors.
Yeah, it feels great now because I think too that with the help I got from Volunteers of America, I have more confidence now in what I can do and where I can go with my life.
We receive about 350,000 calls a year for assistance.
What's that going to be like in 20 years when we have 50% more population? We need organizations like Volunteers that are going to be there because we're going to have those needs.
We're meeting needs that are not met elsewhere. That's always been our life's goal. We don't come into a community with a canned set of programs and hope that that meets community needs. We come in, assess the need in the community, and create programs that meets those needs. We don't try to duplicate efforts. We don't try to do what someone else is doing and do it better so they'll come to us. We find where the needs are not being met and we meet those needs. And that's why funders and counties and cities and state come to us and ask us to do things, because we're successful at it and we meet the needs that the people have.